back to Game 2 of our SWX doubleheader high school hoops here in Montana from the Bears Den at Capitol High School. Two very good basketball programs, Jack Marshall, Jason Walker. I'm Jason, he's Jack. But Jack, when you look at these two teams, it's been kind of an up and down year so far.
Yeah, for sure. Both these two teams, they played a really hard schedule. A lot of good teams out of Billings and Bozeman areas alike, but both of them are kind of starting to sell it down. Capitol, one side of things, they have a lot of new players in their rotation. And on the other end, Helena High had Tevin Wetzel out with an injury, but he's back now. So both teams, I think they've settled it down now, and this will be a big momentum boost for whichever team comes out with a victory tonight.
When you talk about Capitol, obviously great talent on both. They're not very tall, but they've got Dylan Almquist, Coach Guy Almquist's son, who can hoop.
Yeah, he's great out there. He's kind of they have 6 different players on that team that average 7 points or more. He's good. Cole Dawes, he's not the crazy tallest guy, but he's a big football player, so he can hold it down in the post. So this team plays scrappy, and they're well coached with Guy Almquist at the helm.
They are, and when you talk about Helena High, man, getting Tevin Wetzel back has been huge.
Yeah, first time I saw him play at the knee brace on the first play, he went up for a dunk, and I was like, he not only is he's back on the floor, but he's back playing the way Tevin Wetzel does. He's leading the state in points per game since his return. Having him back is just a huge boost for the Bengals, and they're going to look to him. And also, his fellow junior, Jackson Lieberg, is also a big player.
Yeah, there's a pretty good name there, too. We're going to have all the action for you when we come back here on SWX.
Vibrant Hearing believes that better hearing makes for a fulfilling, active, and happy life. Vibrant Hearing is proud to sponsor closed captioning on Nonstop Local and SWX.
Hi, I'm Kagan, and at Cars For You, we go the extra mile to put you in a reliable pre-owned vehicle at a fair price. We have a great selection, over 75 to choose from, most under $20,000. All our vehicles are Carfax verified, and we continually update our website so you have current information about our ever-changing inventory. Cars For You is your local, family-owned dealership, and our Montana-grown, friendly sales team is ready to help you find your next quality ride. Stop by Cars For You today on West Broadway in Missoula under the big red sign.
I've made fondue.
Look, it's Martha Stewart.
We have both been in jail.
Their comedy is criminal.
Duct tape.
That's a straight-up felony.
Only if you get caught.
Her jokes are punishing.
Hello?
Go for the knees.
She's a real monster.
Here comes 12 feet of scary.
What's our biggest bill?
Probably cable and internet.
We're not stealing cable. What has happened to us?
Weekdays at 3 on Nonstop Local Fox.
It was totally awesome.
We're the coolest men alive.
Totally rad.
Who's ready for jazzercise?
Totally mind-blowing. Magic. It's time to go back to the 80s.
It's about the music, giant hair, and glitter cannons.
Oh, God.
It's time for the Goldbergs.
Weekdays at 3:30 on Nonstop Local Fox. It might look like it, but this isn't a national production. It's local. It's the people who live here covering the teams that play here. Every sport at every level. SWX Nonstop Local Sports.
Welcome back to the Bruins Den. Let's meet tonight's starters.
Tyler Larson, senior, post. Dylan Mosnes, junior, center. Caden Delcine, senior, shooting guard. I'm Jackson Lieberg, Helena High, shooting guard. Tevin Wetzel, junior, Jefferson Elementary.
Brandon Day, head coach.
Kyler Mayers, senior guard. Connor Cleveland, junior wing. Dylan Almquist, junior guard. Cole Dawes, senior, post. Brenton Belzer, junior, wing. Guy Almquist, head coach.
And just like that, we get our starting lineups just in time tip-off. Welcome back in, everyone. I'm Jack Marshall, joined by two-time Sportscaster of the Year here in the state, Jason Walker. And we got the second head, a doubleheader. Crosstown basketball in Helena. Quick turnover. Helena.
Results in the opening turnover for Helena High.
Yeah, that was big right in front of the opposing student section. You always get a little juice there as the Bruins take over. Almquist drives, gets a quick foul, and one. A tone setter for the home team, and that kid's coached well.
Yeah, he definitely is. And although Kyle Mihelish, head football coach, thinks that he might be a better football player, get a look at his dad there. But, he's a very, very talented athlete. There's no question about that. And he knocks down the three-point play.
Yeah, it's been fun to see both Mihelish and Almquist coach their sons. Really for the first time at the varsity level this year. Merrick will see him in today's game. Comes off the bench for the Bruins. Tevin Wetzel breaking what looks like a zone trap.
Yep, zone defense Bruins. By the Bruins to get started.
Yeah, you got to watch the backside help there. Jackson Lieberg, star sophomore, or junior at the top of the key, was a star sophomore. Delcine fires away. It's tipped and rebounded on the other end by the Bruins. They'll run it the other way. Meredith gets the screen from Dawes. He'll put this one. And it's the loose balls we saw in that girls' game. They'll let them play on those.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be some contact in this one as well.
Meredith fakes the three and pops it out. Belzer catches in the corner. Now Almquist looking to get going early. This one's off the back of the rim, and the Bengals take it the other way. Lieberg, Hezzy steps back into it and gives it to the senior guard, Delcine. Delcine kicks it out to one of a few tech commits in today's game, Kyler Larson. He'll skip it to Wetzel. Dylan Mosnes, the center who can dribble, takes it to the key. Great defense by Cole Dawes. It'll be rebounded, but a foul. Great offensive rebound there from the Bengals.
Yeah, there was pretty good defense by the Bruins, but great job by Helena High to get involved, get that offensive rebound, keep the possession alive, and a new shot clock.
We get a good look at Coach Brandon Day, and he is a Helena High Bengal. Graduated from there. He says the best cross down the state. Might be a little biased.
He very well could be.
Lieberg kicks it to Mosnes. Forwarded Delcine, Lieberg down low. Great play. Lieberg had a great look, just a little too quick. Rims out. Remember, that's the home team's rim. Almquist now a straight man-to-man for the Helena High Bengals. Meredith donning some nice yellow Kobe's. Takes at the top of the key. He'll get it down low to Cole Dawes. All-state lineman loses it in the post. Almquist is there with it. He'll kick it out to Dawes. Brenton Belzer, he can shoot him, and he'll get this one to go. Early 6-0 lead for the Capital Bruins.
Yeah, just good ball movement. Helena High switching everything on defense, but left the guy open on top. That one stays with Helena High.
Belzer, 13 three-pointers made this year. He went off. They had a really great game here against Hellgate, and Belzer led the team in scoring. He's one of, as we said, the opening 6 guys who average 7 points per game or more.
Very balanced scoring attack for Guy Almquist squad.
And obviously a bunch of new players, basically a brand new rotation this season for Capital. You love to see them all kind of stepping up into scoring roles. 7 seconds on the clock. Skip past to Wetzel. He's going to put this one up, and it's a pass. No way. I couldn't tell that was a pass or a shot, but Jackson Lieberg gets the lane to go to open up scoring for Helena High.
I think you give him a rebound offensive putback.
Yeah. Why not give him the rebound and the shot? Belzer catches it. He'll go off the dribble now. Another one. Can't get the bank to go, but Cole Dawes gets the rebound and the putback. Another future ore digger down low.
Capital switched up defense, 1-2-2 now.
Well, you got to be careful. We saw it skip past that zone defense last time. If Helena High can move the ball across the zone, that's how they'll get to scoring. Can't get stagnant. Lieberg finds Mosnes. Now back to Lieberg. His three won't go. Rebounded. Mosnes kicks it out to Kyler Larson. Lieberg looks down low, bounces off Almquist's foot, and it'll stay with the Bengals. Quick up. Kyler Larson going to go out. Sam Mark will come in.
It'll be interesting, Jack, for me to see how Helena High defensively against Dawes. I know he's a great football player, but he's such a big body down low, and Helena High really doesn't have that size.
Yeah.
You got strength, but there's a difference between strength and size, and Dawes has both.
Yeah, and we saw that when they played in football this year. Capital High has got the strength. Dawes part of that O-line to help run the ball well. Wetzel skips it to Sam Mark, multi-sport athlete himself. Wetzel suffered a knee injury in football, still got the brace on. Mark will take a three from the corner. Not enough on it, but it'll be rebounded offense. Lieber gets an opportunity from the other corner. This one's off the mark, but another rebound. Caton Delcine this time will be off, and finally a rebound by the Bruins. Great defense there.
Well, Guy Almquist has told me all year that, the thing that Capital's going to have to do is focus on rebounding because they're not the biggest team in the AA. And gave up 3 offensive boards on that possession.
But did get the stop. Merrick Mahelish, QB1. Drives, kicks it out to Almquist. Just like they're on the football field. Almquist, a great receiver, but he can't get his 3 to go. Brenton Belzer going to take it to his right. Good defense by Lieberg. He's got some of the best length in the state. Almquist comes off of a screen. 20 seconds on the shot clock. It reset up with a miss, and now Cole Dawes used some of that strength. Gets fouled. He'll head to the line.
He did get fouled, and I know he's going to head to the free throw line. That was good weak side defense coming over to help out by Sam Mark. I know he gets called for the foul, but otherwise that was an easy 2 for Graham, or for Dawes rather.
For sure. Cole Dawes. This is the first one to go. He's a sure shooter himself. 12th in the AA for just straight up field goal percentage, like you'd expect to see that out of your stalwart big man. And boy, does he love playing in the rivalry game. Dawes rattles this one out, and a quick whistle. Lane violation. A few subs in for Helena High, including Eli Peterson.
Little lane violation on Helena High allows the second shot here for Dawes, and he drills it. So the mental error paid off there.
Yeah, so Dawes shoots 3 and gets 2 to go. And a great start for Capital inside the Bruin den, 10-2 lead. We'll see. You can't let this Helena High offense get going. We'll see. This hot start will continue. Kevin Wetzel kicks it to Peterson. They're just going to work the ball out of the top of the zone. See if maybe they can find a weak spot. Moskis finds it, a skip past the Wetzel. Thinks about stepping back now. Peterson with it. They'll drive to the heart of the zone. Gets fouled, and it's going to go the other way. It's a charge. Dane Quinn, a glue guy.
Yeah, great job on the defense by Capital High. That's one thing they've always been known for the last 18 years is taking charges for Guy Almquist. My dad used to say when he was coaching, you take a charge, I'll buy you an ice cream.
And Dane Quinn, an all-state soccer player, needless to say, he's good with his feet. For the Bruins, here comes Meredith, the corner. Here's Quinn again.
Well, this place is going nuts right now. Brandon Gay calls a timeout.
They need that.
A much-deserved timeout for Helena High. They've just been kind of rattled here in the first 6 minutes of this ball game, but give all the credit right now to Capital's defense. Forcing turnovers. Defense then turns into offense at the other end. The 3 there by Quinn.
Well, good job in crosstown. You got to know your individual role. And these guys on the Capital Bruins, a bunch of different guys can score for them. They know their role. Dane Quinn does that. He comes off the bench. He's a senior guard. No humility there. Comes off the bench, takes the charge immediately, and hits the 3 from the corner. Great job by him. I did say how he was an all-state soccer player. He's good with his feet. He was a goalie, though, for the Bruins. So he's actually better with his hands.
Well, I would think in goalkeep, you got to be good at both.
Yeah, he was great. He's electric. I went and talked to their team. They made it to the state quarterfinals this year. They're a 2 seed. Quinn was the heartbeat. Helena High High now trying to break this press that's going all the way out to the free throw line. Peterson tries to find Mostis. He can't quite gather it. Fisher knocks it out of bounds.
Yeah, 6'7". He's one of the big boys for Capital.
He's one of those guys, if Coach Almquist can really unlock and use him well as 1-2 with Dawes, with his size can be a problem. He could be a problem in double A.
There's not a whole lot of height except for as the 3 by arc is off the mark. Capital with the rebound. Not a lot of height on the Western Double A this year. Most of the height is on the East. And we saw that in the non-conference portion of the schedule in December.
Yeah, a lot of the Western Double A teams got battered by the Eastern Double A teams, but hey, helps them be ready for what they'll face if they make it to state. There's Quinn. Too strong, but it's quickly rebounded and put back for Capital. Daniel Larson, another guy who made strides on the football field.
Well, Larson just in the right place at the right time as Helena High answers with its own triple.
Yeah, they needed that. Sorry to interrupt you, Jason. Tevin Wetzel needs to get going. A great answer there as we're down to under a minute here in the first quarter, 15-5. Meredith looks to keep the party going, and he does. The Bruins on fire to start crosstown game 2. Now a trap in the corner on Sam Mark. Coach Almquist, he might as well have been playing defense on the court down there.
Back to his old Sentinel days there, Carroll days.
Yeah. Carroll College All-American and Hall of Famer, Guy Almquist.
He's a pretty good shooter back in his day.
I can imagine. 33 seconds left. Basically nothing separating the shot clock, game clock. Dylan Mostis with the silky spin, but it's too strong. Rebounded by Wetzel with 25 to go. He rolls it in. Now Tevin Wetzel gets 5 points quick, and shot clock off. 16 seconds to go. Kyler Meredith dribbles it across the Bruins logo. In front of the Helena High student section, he'll go to the other side. Now Dane Quinn ready to shoot in the corner. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. Merrick Malice drives, contacted, and they're going to call it a travel. 3 seconds. That's maybe enough time to get a shot off, but great defense there by Helena High.
Well, it's all going to depend on the clock operator. And the visiting team will not be allowed to get a shot off.
Yeah, it depends how fast the hand is down low.
Well, with 0.4 you can tip, 0.8 you can catch and shoot. That is an unnecessary foul there.
Yeah. Coach Almquist is not going to like that, as great play designed by Helena High. Sam Ark, the baseball player, throws it in the half court. As we're going to head to break, 18-7 lead for Capital High after 1 in the Bruins den.
Order in the court. Just tell the truth. Everybody's telling the truth. This is a weird case. What y'all want? You must be out your mind. You a gangster?
Guilty.
I've gotten over the flattery part. I'm here to do business. I am a judge. It sounds funny when I see
it. I'm Dave. This is Calvin. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Let's get this party started.
Bring your friends. Why's the bottle half empty?
I started celebrating early.
I'm going to make a t-shirt that says Calvin is my best friend, and I'm going to wear it wherever we go.
It'll take more than a t-shirt to bring me down.
I figured you'd say that, which is why I made it a tank top.
Weeknights at 10:05 on Nonstop Local Fox.
Tonight's SWX presentation, high school basketball featuring Capital and Helena, is brought to you in part by Helena Public Schools. A great place to learn. Helena Public Schools has been great for us all sports and school year season, hosting some great events for our live SWX crew. And Jason, after one quarter, the Bruins came out and pounced on the Bengals 18-7. They got it going from the three-point line. What's Coach Day got to tell his squad in the huddle now if Helena High is going to bounce back?
Well, you got to settle down. You can't let the moment become bigger than it is. Yeah, it's crosstown, but at the end of the day, it's just another game. You're going to play again in 3 weeks. You're both looking for wins. You both need wins, but at the end of the day, you've got to settle down. Capital's defense, very good at pressure. The trapping has forced a lot of Helena High turnovers, but the Bengals at the end of you got to slow down to go fast.
Yeah, you can't let the moment be too big. You can't let the lights be too bright. Right there at the end of the quarter, we saw a foul on the inbound, but it was just a foul on the floor and no bonuses. And that left .2 on, so no offense out of there. An unwise play. If it was the end of the game, Coach Almquist probably wouldn't have been thrilled, but
no, he wasn't thrilled anyway.
Yeah, he still probably wasn't very happy. As Bruins get the ball first, 18-7 lead here. One student section's in the pink. The other has some jerseys on. They also got some pink in there, too. Both teams pink warm-ups. Kyler Meredith scans. Brenton Belzer already got 1-3 ball to go. Now Meredith will take one of his own. Too strong off the back iron. A fight for the rebound. Connor Toivonen comes up with it. He is a gritty player. Now he'll take a three from the corner. This one will bounce off the rim. Kyler Larson in the open court. And it's found by Wetzel. He's fast. Look out. Coming downhill. And it's going to go the other way. Brenton Belzer with a glue play. I wouldn't want to get in front of Tevin Wetzel when he was driving.
We'll watch it again. He was outside the arc. That one could have gone either way. And, that, you know, it's like holding. You can call it any time, but I would not want to be an official on the block charge. It's the toughest call to make in basketball.
It's easy to make a call when Cody in the truck has it for us in slow motion, I'll tell you what. But they're playing fast tonight in the Bruins den. Crosstown for the first time this year in the capital city. Kyler Meredith back to Almquist. Now Cole Dawes. Mosnes tips it away. But it's regained by Dawes.
2 to shoot.
And good call out there. They ran out of time quick, Jason. But Belzer gets it back in the corner. This one's off. And a much-needed rebound. Kyler Larson, he's a big boy down there. He plays strong. Secures it. Now, Helena High looking to run the set play. Jackson Lieberg, their tall junior guard forward's out. Kevin Wetzel, their other star junior, will drive. And they're going to call this a foul on the floor.
Coach Almquist not happy with the team defense right now. A couple of silly fouls over the last couple of possessions for Helena High, but
veteran coaches don't like silly fouls. Coach Almquist, he's that. No hats in the gym. You clean the locker room when you leave. Those are his policies. He does not like silly fouls. Lieberg back in. He gets the inbound. One-on-one against Toivonen. He'll get it to Delcine. Driving on Dane Quinn. Now Lieberg uses his length with a fadeaway, but it's off the mark, and a great rebound by Brenton Belzer. He's kind of been all over the court tonight.
Yeah, he had great position there.
Yeah. And now this is an errant pass tipped away. Delcine has it in transition. He Euro steps to the right, puts it up. Too strong. And Wetzel can't secure the rebound. And they're going to say that was out on Helena High. And now they're maybe overrule it.
Well, the two officials are going to come together.
Yeah.
They'll make the call. This is a veteran officiating crew that has refed a lot of games.
Yeah, we got to look. That was clearly off at Tev and Wetzel before hits. Good job by Dane Quinn, and great job by the officials to come together, as you point out there, Jason, and make the right call.
They've refed a lot of games in the NAI in high school. They know what they're doing out there. This is a great, great crew.
Yeah. Dane Quinn thinks about it now. Cole Dawes, a great pass by Connor Toivonen. Cole Dawes is rolling. 4 players from Helena High, 2 players from Capitol High committed to Montana Tech for football this year. Cole Dawes is one of them. Now, Wetzel
deep
from the Helena High student section nearly. Buries it cool and calm under pressure.
Big shot for Wetzel.
They need those from him all night. Leading the AA in points per game since his return. Dane Quinn at the top of the key. He'll drive. Good defense, but a great backdoor cut by Almquist and a pump fake. Dawes again with the rebound. He's hit down low by his future teammate Kyler Larson. He'll stay with the Bruins.
Helena High has been a step behind defensively so far in this game. Obviously trailing 20-10, but they need to settle down on both sides of the ball.
And what an inbound play to get Connor Toivonen in. Wide open on the layup. That's Almquist. textbook inbound play.
Yeah, Helena High miscommunication. Who was guarding who there?
Yeah. That's what great inbound plays are designed to do. Moskus gets the ball in the paint. He's got the height, but once again, Koldaw's strength overrules it. Delcine now. Lieberg trying to get things started for him. He'll pump fake with 3 guys on him. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Tyler Larson, a 3-pointer from the corner off the top of the backboard, but it'll be rebounded by Moskus.
Yeah, that should be Capital basketball. That should not be, or at least 5 on the shot clock, because, good call by the officials to stop it. That ball hit the top of the backboard, not the rim.
That does help Helena High a little bit, because they stop the game to reset the shot clock. They can get reset on offense. But if you're Capital, you'd rather have them put it at 5 than 35. So
I know both these coaches are big fans of the shot clock, big proponents. Fought hard to get this, especially Coach Almquist, to get the shot clock into high school hoops last year in Montana.
Yeah, well, I know if there was no shot clock, Capital would probably already be playing stall ball. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Delcine's wide open the other end. He's going to drive and then fade away. This one rattles in and out. Almost an improbable shot, but it'll be rebounded by Lieberg. This time the shot clock will reset.
New shot clock, new life.
Lieberg, a tough contested shot, but it's silk. Lieberg, man, a great basketball player after last year, an all-state guy as a sophomore. Everyone's like, he's going to go play college hoops. Then he hit the football field this year. Got visits at both, unofficials of game day visits at both MSU and UM.
Good steal, good defense by the Bengals.
Now Lieberg again, this time he'll drive. He gets contacted, gets it to go. A little 4 run by Lieberg. The guy who wants this team to get to state. Coming up short last year. Toivonen to Mihelic. Capital looking for an answer. And it's going to be stolen away by Tyler Larson. He's got a man on his hip now to Wetzel. Quinn will get the block this time. And man, Jason, I think he was in the restricted arc.
Yeah, we'll get a look at it, possibly. But yeah, I think he was in the restricted arc. Let's take another look at it. Yep, the feet definitely. 1 foot was in. Yeah. So good call by the officials. That's it. It's the toughest call to make in basketball.
Yeah.
But you've got a great crew out there working together.
They're going to take a quick time out. Here, if I was watching college ball, I think we'd be doing an instant replay review. This would just be an SWX only. The officials won't look at this one, but maybe.
Well, if you're Brandon Day, you've got to be happy the last couple of minutes, especially on the defensive side of the ball, because you've settled down, you've made things start to happen, and turnovers turning into offense. Yep, that right foot inside the arc, so definitely the right call made.
And I didn't even notice that was an and one.
Yeah, I didn't see the ball go in.
I was so focused on the block or the charge, I missed the ball going in. Great job.
As the play-by-play guy, Jack, you're supposed to watch the ball.
Okay, I'll watch the ball. I'm ball watching from now on, but as a good defender, you can't be ball watching. No.
But Brandon Day, I'm sure in that team huddle, very pleased with how his team has responded after falling behind by double figures early in this game.
As we get a good look at Kevin Wetzel, who did convert that and one. Had 26 points in an overtime loss to Hellgate. He had a buzzer beater to force overtime. He's just a ball player.
Well, you know what I like about it, too, and you never want to see anybody get hurt. And I know the football season didn't end the way he wanted. He had to miss 4 or 5 games. But since he's come back, he's played how he normally will play. And that's without fear. You can't play scared of an injury happening again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as I said in the open, I saw that, right? First play, saw from him back. He went up for a dunk. And yeah, that's playing without fear. Merrick Mihelic. A little too soft on that one. And Tyler Larson, he's had a few good rebounds and steals. Not always a big scorer, but he's a great guy.
Well, that's what you need on every team. And that's another big bucket.
Delcine with the fadeaway, and just like that, the Bengals are back in it. They trail by 3.
They were down 15.
Yeah. A game of runs indeed. The ball's going to be inbounded to Fisher, and he'll be swarmed. It'll stay with the Bruins, but good defense on the big man.
They got the help side defense that came over and forced that ball off of the out of bounds. It'll stay with Capital, but a chance for Helena High to reset.
Now a three from Meredith will go, and that's a big answer for the Bruins.
Calm, cool, and collected. He's a great golfer as well. I golf with him a few times a year, and man, he has got a good head.
Yeah, gonna have to as a golfer. If you like your equipment, that is. Tevin Wetzel, extended zone on him. He'll find a soft spot, pull up. What a tough shot from Tevin Wetzel, and he's starting to feel it.
And that ball was perfectly placed. Great shot, knew the angle he needed because that had to go high over the defender.
Yeah. Meredith thought about pulling another one, and he will. This one's too strong. Fisher with the rebound. Misses his first. This time gets another one, and they're in a wrestling match in the paint, and somehow Wetzel gets it, and he'll finally draw the foul. And now the student sections are getting into it.
Yeah, there was a lot of contact down low, and
yeah, do keep in mind, Capital won the football game and the wrestling duels between these two teams.
But that was just, the feet got tangled up. I know Meredith is going to be unhappy picking up his second, but great defensive response there, knocking it into his own bench.
Yeah, and Wetzel felt the contact, threw his head back a little. That's a point guard's favorite play. If you're trying to get to the line. Great job by him. Smart basketball. So this zone still in place for Capital and Coach Almquist. Lieberg in the corner. He finds Mosnes, who looked backside. And this one will go the other way. A great turnover force. Coach Day says it was tipped by the Bruins, but they'll keep this call.
He's a great Instagram follow, and it's just the students do it. It's all about Coach Day's shoes every day.
Yeah, we'll have to get a look at that at some point. But Coach Day, he has some kicks, and his wife, Lindsay Day, head coach of the Helena High volleyball team, does too. A long two rattles in and out for Merrick Mahelish, and a foul on the Capital Bruins. That one's on Daniel Larson.
Yep, starting to see a lot more contact fouls being called here. As the refs doing a great job. You know, they know it's a rivalry game, too. They know it's crosstown. They know it's at stake. Both of these teams desperately need a win to stay in the race in the Western AA.
Yeah, and if you let them play and get physical, you don't want that to lead to technicals or stuff, because then you start taking players out of the game, and then it's just not the same ball game anymore. You want the good players on the court. 23 seconds left on the shot clock, 44 on the game clock. Heading into halftime of a back and forth crosstown game here in Helena. Jackson Lieberg with it. 10 on the clock now. Wetzel to Lieberg. He drives. Triple team with 4 seconds. Throws it off a defender's leg, but 3 seconds to go on the shot clock.
Well, if I'm Capital, I'm looking for Tevin Wetzel and Lieberg here on the inbounds.
Yeah.
Wetzel will inbound it.
Good inbound play versus zone. 3 seconds to go. It's into Delcini. Pump fakes. Pulls up at the buzzer. Too short. It'll be rebounded. Shot clock gone. Capital can hold it for one shot. Maybe seize some momentum into halftime.
Yeah, second quarter's been all Helena High here after Capital came out firing in that first.
Almquist drives. Belzer. But it's going the other way.
Yeah, he ran right over Wetzel, who stood his ground and took the charge. And that's, we've seen some good contact, good physical contact, and a few charges here. And no doubt about that. Wetzel right there defensively.
Yeah, he hurt his knee playing football. He's a tough kid. 4 seconds on the clock. Wetzel crosses over with one to beat the buzzer. It's good! Wow. Tevin Wetzel seizes it all going into halftime.
Helena High, I told you they needed to settle down. They did. Played great defense in that second quarter, and now it's just a 2-point game.
And they're going to count it as they're going to send them to halftime. It won't be an and one. So Kevin Wetzel gets the bucket to go at the buzzer. But it's the Capital Bruins leading 25-23 here on SWX.
When the Montana Winter blankets the Flathead, Corwin Motors Kalispell ensures you're ready to take on the snow. Choose from our selection of 4x4s and SUVs, all equipped for your winter adventures and safety. Visit us today and conquer winter roads with the perfect vehicle for your needs. Corwin, family driven for over 100 years, through every season. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer. Currently Seas can lease a new Chevy Silverado 1500 with a TurboMax engine for just $495 per month with $1995 due at signing.
I'm Clinton Griffiths, the host of Ag Day Television. Get the latest news about crops, livestock, rural living, and so much more from our award-winning team. Follow the food you eat from the field to the store to your table every day. Because what's happening on the farm matters to you and your family. Watch Ag Day, weekdays.
Watch Ag Day every weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. on Nonstop Local Fox.
Before the podcasts, before the documentaries, there was America's Most Wanted. The show that brought true crime to TV is back with a man who started it all.
I'm John Walsh, host of America's Most Wanted. We're more connected than ever, and you can help solve cases like never before. And this time, I'm bringing in my son Callahan to help.
America's Most Wanted, season premiere this Monday on Fox.
A dentist would charge you double if you had big teeth like what animal?
A giraffe.
What show was you watching where you saw these giraffe teeth at?
I drew a blank.
5 days a week, you'll be saying, what the feud?
I haven't been to the zoo in forever.
Okay. Weekdays at 3 on Nonstop Local ABC.
Welcome back into the Bruins den. We got a great game here, but we like to talk about a little bit of hockey coming up on SWX. Jason, take me through what we're going to see.
Well, February 3rd, we're going to be down in Bozeman with our fantastic SWX group. Cats, Grizz on the ice. Both teams playing extremely well. I think the Cats are ranked number 2 right now in the division, or in the nation. Both teams with high aspirations of getting to the national tournament. And I tell you what, there is some great hockey at the college level in the state of Montana, and people don't realize that when you look at the Cats, the Grizz, Providence up in Great Falls. But I'm excited to be calling this one down there on February 3rd at a very chilly Haynes Pavilion.
Yeah, that'll look fun. I'll tell you what, it looks like this is Cats against Eastern Washington, and I'm seeing a little rivalry going on. Of course, we're talking hockey here.
Yeah, everything's a rivalry in hockey.
Yeah, Brawl of the Wild will be electric.
Cats are fantastic. It's going to be super fun.
That'll be awesome. As we're going to see in a second. We'll head to break here. Capital High up 25-23 here in the capital city.
Hi, this is Kagan at Cars For You. We have a huge selection of pre-owned vehicles and are dedicated to giving you the best buying experience possible. Go online to shop our virtual showroom of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, then stop by for a test drive. You can get pre-approved online for financing before you come in, and every vehicle comes with a free Carfax report. Let Cars For You show you how easy it is to buy a quality used car in Missoula.
Impact. It's Friday Night SmackDown on Fox as the baddest superstars on the planet are unleashed in prime time.
The WWE Friday Night SmackDown on Fox, brought to you locally by Clark Fork Law Offices. When you're facing your toughest challenges, Clark Fork Law Offices is here for you.
in a place that's superficial.
We were just talking about you behind your back. I want to punch this entire town in the face.
Lives a family that's super real.
Can we have him?
We could use a smart blonde in the family.
With a super mom.
Say please, excuse me, and thank you. Don't use any of the words Mama screams while she's driving.
Keeping it together weeknights.
It is amazing what a little love and a lot of white wine spritzers can create.
American Housewife.
Weeknights at 11:05 on Nonstop Local Fox.
Back into the Bears Den here at Capitol High, and we've had a phenomenal first half. Let's see how it played out, starting out with Helena High. Jason, what'd you like from the Bengals?
Well, what I really liked was how they came out in the second quarter after being outscored 18-5 in that first quarter and got hot, both sides of the ball. And Wetzel took over when he needed to. That's what you expect from your standout. And Lieberg had himself a nice second quarter as well, but they turned up the pressure defensively. And I think that got into Capital's head because Capital came out so hot in the first quarter. Each team has scored 18 points in a quarter. And that's why we have a game like we do. And defense has made adjustments on both sides. Guy Onquist, Brandon Day, both fantastic coaches. And you can see, that was the end of the second quarter. Right at the half, Wetzel drilling that little floater from about 13 feet. For the Bruins, they got away from what was working a lot in that first quarter, which was going inside. Now, I know they hit a couple of big shots from the outside, but they stopped going inside the Dawes. And he's such a presence down there because you have to come and double team him. But then that opens up the shooters on the outside.
For sure, you're right. Cole Dawes was great in that first quarter. For Helena High, Tevin Wetzel, 15 points on the other end. Capitol High, they have 7 different players who scored kind of what we probably expected, and we got plenty of charges and blocks. They were playing a physical back and forth. Always exciting to see here. Once again, 25-23 lead here at Capitol High, and we'll bring you some second half action after this.
All of us at the Humane Society of Western Montana want to say thank you to Denny Menholt University Honda and Special Volunteer Pat. Last summer, our team was in a serious car accident on the way home from a spay-neuter clinic. When our vehicle was totaled, we weren't sure what we were going to do. Thanks to Denny Menholt University Honda, we're back on the road again. We can't wait for the 2024 season.
Is brought to you by Providence.
During the pandemic, many women stopped their regular healthcare routine. That means many are due for a breast cancer screening. Providence, Montana breast imaging radiologist Dr. Matthew Curtis explains why it's so important.
The first line is doing screening mammography. Routine screening mammography starting at age 40 is the best way to catch breast cancer, and it's been shown to save the most lives.
For women who are at higher risk for breast cancer, mammograms and screening imaging should begin sooner.
They can talk to their primary care provider, and the primary care provider can go through their history with them and look at whether they are high risk or not by looking at things like their family history. If someone has a first-degree relative, like a sister, mother, or even daughter who's had breast cancer, especially at a younger age, that might elevate their risk of having breast cancer.
Providence offers quick, convenient mammography in a comfortable, discreet setting. They also offer several other ways to look for breast cancer.
For some people, especially those with dense breast tissue, we can offer whole breast screening ultrasound. It doesn't replace mammography, but it does help look through that denser breast tissue and help see if anything is hiding there. For those that are at higher risk, breast MRI is a good option.
To find out more, visit montana.providence.org.
Health Break is brought to you by Providence.
Basketball, as we talked about, Jason Walker joined here. I'm Jack Marshall. Game of runs. And this series has also kind of been a game of runs. The Bruins had won 7 in a row under Coach Onquist. Until last year, Helena High swept them. They made it 2 in a row, and today they're going to be looking to make it 3 in a row. Kind of crazy how this series is kind of like just like that, 7 in a row, and then you flip it quickly. Hard to win 1 to break the 7th streak, but then to win 2 last year is pretty crazy for the Bengals.
Yeah, there was a lot of confidence for Brandon Day's squad, especially coming into this. They know what Capital brings. there was a little bit unanswered, or questions unanswered as far as what would they expect. Well, they saw it in the first quarter tonight, did the Bengals, but they responded nicely. Now let's see how Guy Almquist and the Capital Bruins respond coming out of the third quarter, into the third quarter out of the halftime locker room.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, once again, Capital drew the first blood. Helena High had a great response. Both coaches got to take it to halftime, and now Helena High will start with it. We'll see who can seize the momentum going into the third quarter. Helena High girls already picked up a win tonight over Capital High. Great defensive performance there. Capital High is going to stay in their kind of extended 3-2 zone. Mosnes gets it down low. Doesn't go at Dawes, but Tyler Larson will. A great cut.
That was a fantastic cut by the Bengal there. And man, oh man, that was a great find. And you have to be patient against zones.
Yeah, that's right. Move the ball, be patient. Belzer taking it the other way for the Bruins. Scores tied, 25-25, an even game thus far. Almquist catches it at the wing with 10 on the clock. Toivonen feeds Dawes, and Jason, that's what you're talking about. Get the ball down low to Cole Dawes as a recipe for success.
Well, that was a great feed from Toivonen, too. What a great look. He was looking off the pass, and Dawes did a great job to get it home.
Mosnes catches it in the corner, and Coach Almquist was talking about how much he likes Connor Toivonen's play. It's not always scoring the ball, but man, he hustles hard on defense, and there on offense found his teammate.
Well, he's that guy that's going to be finding the open guy on the offense, but he's that gritty, gutty guy on defense.
As we get a steal from Meredith, and they're off to the races. He'll find Belzer. Belzer thinks about passing, and his coaches take the free throw.
4 straight, and transition bucket there for the Bruins, and that was a much-needed turnover and basket.
Well, quick on it. Seems like maybe this one will be Capital's quarter now as they've traded blows on and off. Lieberg drives. He gets the floater to go. Shooter's touch from the junior. Jackson Lieberg. And how about we just have a back-and-forth game, Jason? That would be great.
We're on track.
Yep. Almquist moving it around in Crosstown. Belzer's going to drive. He'll find his man in the corner. A little too strong for Kyler Meredith. Chance to tie or take the lead for Helena High. Lieberg with it. He'll kick it. Drive by Delsing, and now Tevin Wetzel. We talked about 15 points in the first half. On pace for a great night. We'll see if this is where he gets going in the second half. He'll spin, fade away. Tough shot. Can't get the roll, but it's rebounded by Delsing and Larson. Combo job, and now Mosnes lets it fly. And this one will be pulled down by Meredith.
Bengals showed good patience against the zone, and Dawes opened down low, missed it a little short.
That was a good play, but Toivonen showing that hustle, staying present, gets an easy turnover and a shooting foul.
Thank you for that, Connor Toivonen. I just got done talking about how you're going to be everywhere, wherever the ball's at, and there you were.
Yeah. He's a solid player, tight end on this Capital offense. And obviously, with a team that runs the ball like they do, you're more of a blocking tight end.
You know, I was thinking about it when Coach Almquist and I were talking about it on my show a couple weeks ago about Connor Toivonen, and I said, it sounds like a hockey name, right?
Yeah, it does. Toivy. That's what they call him.
Yeah. He should be a hockey player, too.
I like that. Maybe we'll see him. Maybe we'll see him for the big horns here soon. He came in 20 for 30. Goes 1 for 2 there. Wetzel moving fast. He'll find Lieberg. Lieberg now in the corner. And it's good. That was long two. My bad. Put on the line. Easy to tell here at Capital with the dark three-point arc. You can usually tell if someone's foot's in. A drive by Meredith to the corner. Belzer, but wait, it's going the other way.
The second time that Capital has committed a charge on the pass, driving down the lane, and Helena High has done a great job shuffling over defensively to get in front of the passer, the driver, who turns into the passer and results in a turnover.
Yeah, and they use the term bailout pass, and that's kind of what happens there when you go so fast. But
well, that's the third foul on Meredith. That'll be something to keep an eye on, too.
For sure. He'll stay in the game, too. Good eye, Jason. Jackson Lieberg, top of the key. Delsing He'll drive. He gets almost another one to go at a great look. Left-hand side, though. Tough as a righty. Bruins using a little pace now. Almquist wants this young team to run at points. Belzer to Toivonen. Great pass to Dawes, but it's tipped.
Well, these two teams are in the middle of the pack in the AA, 8th and 9th as far as scoring. They both average over 52 points per game. I'd hope they average over 15.
Yeah, hopefully.
They both average over 52 points a game and both play very good defense. It hasn't resulted in wins yet, but you can see the growth that both teams have been making since the turn of the calendar.
Yeah, Coach Day said Helena High finally clicked in that win versus Sentinel. Belzer, too strong, and Bengals will take it the other way. Lieberg was looking to pass ahead. Good back check there.
Well, the Bengals took Sentinel to overtime last week in a loss. Or Hellgate, rather.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was the game where Kevin Wetzel went insane. A drive by Almquist, throws one up. He's not going to get rewarded. Now, with the pace, is Wetzel. Dawes looks to reach. Wetzel, no-look pass. Somehow stays alive. Good job by Lieberg, but he faked out his own guy there.
Yeah, you had numbers. You had a 3-on-1, and you got to convert that.
Yeah, maybe just go up with it. He got the N1 last time on a fast break doing that. But Helena High keeps the ball. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Delcine going to drive. That's a tough shot, and he can't get the roll, but Kyler Larson playing strong in there. Delcine again. This one's short. Hot clock won't reset. It'll be saved, and then a foul on Cole Dawes.
Yeah, Dawes going for the ball, and got a little too shouldery there, but
that's a good possession
first.
Yeah, it's a good possession for Helena High to keep the ball if they can score here. Now we're going to go to a timeout. As we saw an errant pass, but they keep it, and then 2 shots. They both got rebounds off, and then a foul. So Helena High benefiting, and Coach Day probably really wants to benefit harder and get a quick 2 or 3 and take the lead here.
Well, Helena High has not led in this game, and it didn't look like they were going to lead. For the whole first quarter, but they've done a great job. I know rebounds are even, but offensive rebounds, it definitely favors Helena High in this one. And Coach Almquist he's going to have to deal with that all year long, but he's he said, look, you can have height, but as long as you have strength, you can get to a lot of balls, and that's what Helena High, or Capital needs to do. And you got to have position
for sure. And Helena High on that end has been playing with strength. I think a big part of that has been Kyler Larson. We talked about he's coming to Tech. When he played football, we got to see him. We called a game with Kyler Larson. He's listed as a free safety on the roster, but he kind of plays a hybrid DN linebacker role where they can use him against the run really well as like an outside linebacker, and they also rush the passer against the pass, and sometimes even drop back into coverage. A guy who can range all over, and tonight he's kind of done that for the Bengals on the court. He can go down low and grab rebounds, but they can take him outside too.
I know you can't compare anybody to Troy Anderson, but it's a little like Troy Anderson. You can put him anywhere.
Great inbound play by Day. Gets the ball to Mostis, but he can't get the jumper to go, and now a foul. Belzer was the Bruin who had it. We'll see who they give this to. I think that's our guy, Kyler Larson. So
his first.
I was talking to Kyler's mom. Kyler didn't get to play a lot in Helena High's first couple games coming off a football season. He was playing real physical still. He was in the foul category, but that's only his first tonight, so good job to him to settle it down. Enjoy his senior year on the floor. Quinn drives. He'll miss, and Dawes went over the back of a defender, and now Dawes looks a little frustrated. He jogs back.
Well, and I've talked to the coaches in December about that, and both, the boys and girls coaches, when you're transitioning from volleyball to basketball or football to basketball or even wrestling, there is a transition period, and it's taken these players a little bit of time to get back into basketball shape, and that's not even mentioning Tevin Wetzel with the injury.
For sure. Delcine drives, and it's going to go the other way.
Good job by Almquist stepping in, taking the charge. I think that's the second one he's taken tonight.
Yeah, you never want to step in front of those. That's kind of like hopping out in front of a side-by-side or something. Almquist does it. So we get a good look at this one. Delcine, second foul on Delcine. Helena High girls basketball team has joined their student section. Merrick Mahelish lines it up. And this one's too strong. And it'll go the other way. Quinn, good hustle for the rebound, but now Helena High gets the ball back with a chance to take the lead, but they just haven't yet, Jason.
No, they've had a couple of possessions where they've been able to try to take the lead and just little mistakes. And when you've come off, coming back, fighting hard, and that's another thing to keep an eye on as this game progresses. Helena High had to fight to get back into this game. And so there's going to be a little tiredness out there.
But they got him in a close game as this one's stolen away by Dane Quinn using those goalkeeper hands, made the save there. He'll take this one downhill the other way. Meredith, pump fakes. Now he'll pull along too, and he gets the contact for a shooting foul.
Yeah, good players know how to draw contact.
So we get a look at Coach Almquist. I can't read his mind, but
there's a lot of times I don't want to read a coach's mind.
No, he got the benefit of that one there. Good job. Good pump fake by Meredith. Rim out the first one. Meredith, a guy who stayed in the game with 3 fouls, hasn't gotten that fourth. And now Kyler Larson, he got his second foul on that jumper. He'll head to the bench.
Well, you know what? And we talked about it during the girls' game, is coaches have let players play instead of micromanaging, as he missed them both. But what they do, and I'll finish that thought here in a second.
As in and out by Mahelish, will go the other way. Wetzel, they're not going to let you finish. Jackson Lieberg on the break. He'll pull up, and this one will go in and out. And we'll get a foul. They're in a wrestling match down low. And they're going to call a jump ball. Wow.
So to finish my thought real quick is, you've got a senior, you've got a guy that is a heady player in Meredith. He picked up his 3 fouls early in that third quarter, and Coach Almquist kept him out there because he trusts him to play smart and not pick up a fourth.
Yeah, you got to trust your guys as a coach if you want to win, and that's what's happened. Meredith has not gotten a foul since. Saw a physical play back there. It led to a jump ball. Brenton Belzer and Delcine with the 2 parties involved. And a great pass there by Mahelish to Fisher, who gets fouled. Merrick Mahelish, he can pass the ball pretty well, run the ball well, too. We found out this
is
ball.
Not too bad passing the ball, finding the open guy. But that was a great wraparound pass, and he found himself a little underneath the hoop as you take another look at it. But a great pass, and sets up his team for a chance for 2.
Yeah, he fun to watch on the field. He took over as the starting quarterback, stats the head coach for a team that just won the state championship. That led them to the state semifinals in his first year as a starter. And lost to the eventual state champion, Bozeman Hawks. A great player, and he's done a great job off the bench for them. Free throw line for Fisher.
When we talk about that Bozeman football team, how about Kellen Harrison, the Gatorade Football Player of the Year for the state, but he's doing it just as much on the basketball court, too.
Yeah.
So there's... And he scored a lot in 34 in that overtime win over Gallatin.
The new Melo in the game for the first time for Helena High. Another tech commit. He's an electric punt returner if we're talking football.
He's so fast.
Wetzel gets the ball to Ark. Back to Wetzel for 3 in the corner. This one rims out. Wetzel still looking to break it open as Merrick Mahelish is wide open. He'll get fouled hard into the bench, into the wall. And
well, that's a good foul by Ark.
Yeah.
If you're going to foul, you make him earn it.
Now, it looked like Mahelish had a few words. Let's get another look at it. Well, you say a good foul trying to get the chase down block, but if you're the offensive player there, it's never fun to get kind of ran from behind. That's how you could get into a dangerous situation. But Ark did a good job just going for the ball there. Mahelish.
Yeah, it was a good, clean foul, hard foul, and Charles Barkley would be happy.
Yeah, Ark Hustler plays baseball. I feel like he always was getting hit by pitches. Football, a great receiver and a defensive back. Not the tallest kid on the court, but he plays hard. And this one will bounce off, rebounded by Wetzel. 55 seconds left here in the third quarter. Wetzel, a great wraparound move and a great pass to Lieberg, who floats this one up, but it's too short. Now going the other way with 44 seconds on the clock. Capital High leading by 4. Looking to take this one to the fourth quarter with some momentum. Quinn feeds Fisher. Ball's loose. Ark with it. He looks ahead. It's a high pass. What a catch. And what a layup by Wetzel, but it just rolls out. And now we have a foul on the other end.
Mello came flying in and hit the deck hard. He's all right. But
Mello, he's an athlete. I talked about his punt return ability. I was at practice the other day. He goes, you might want to get the camera on for this. And he tried to dunk from the free throw line. He didn't make it, but just the athleticism involved was pretty spectacular.
Well,
if you see him return a punt, you'd know that.
You know, and we're talking about guys that are coming off the football field, but Mello and Ark are two tremendous baseball players, too, for Helena Senators here in town, and they've had a great run the last few years, including a state championship win, 2 years ago.
And this last summer, too, they won another one. Gabe Fisher gets the first one to go. Yeah, Mello was on this last spring state championship team, and he's going to go play football for the Digs this spring, so he could have played another year, though, for the Senators, and they were still going to be good, but they could have ran it back again with Mello. Such a good base runner at this speed. But fortunately, he's got to go play college football. Well, one free throw good with 26 seconds to go. No shot clock. And the second one falls out. Now we got a hustle under and Wetzel. Oh, he tried to throw it off of Quinn, and he misses.
Quinn did a little bit better two-step on that tango.
We're going to get another quick replay of this one. Shout out Cody in the truck. Wetzel was trying to throw it off Quinn, but Quinn slid behind him.
Yeah, that was
tricky. And Wetzel a little frustrated with himself. A little. 24 seconds to go, no shot clock. Capital with a chance to make it a 3 or 4 point possession.
Well, and give Capital credit for not panicking when Helena High could have taken the lead a couple of times.
Meredith with it. He's going to go to his right. Lieber draped all over him like some curtains. 8 seconds. He'll get the screen with the switch. Larson looks inside. He's got Fisher. He's swarmed. Stolen away with 2 seconds. 1 second from full court. Wetzel hits the rafter. And that will take us to the end of the third quarter. We got one more left coming up on SWX. Capital High leads 34-29. Some crosstown basketball.
I only got one rule. I don't play by the rules. Even that one. So I play by the rules. My rules.
In a town with the most twisted criminals.
Looks like we got ourselves a serial killer.
Yeah, we really gotta stop doing that.
One detective uncovers the truth.
That note was a perfect B-flat.
I keep forgetting to check both sides.
John Hamm stars in The Riddensburg. Series premiere February 18th on Fox.
911, what is your emergency?
Every day we encounter people who are having the worst day of their entire lives. Does it get any easier? Nope.
It takes a certain kind of person to run towards danger rather than run away from it.
Why is this job so important to you?
Growing up, I never saw any heroes who looked like me.
And that's what a hero looks like.
Help is on the way.
Saturday nights at 11:35 on Nonstop Local ABC.
Welcome back here at Helena High, live from the Bears Den. Jack Marshall, joined by Jason Walker. It's crosstown of the capital city, 34-29. These kids think about this game all year. It's what you grow up wanting to play in. You go to crosstown, the gym fills up. Now they got one quarter to kind of cement their name in the history of it.
Yeah, the tough part about basketball and volleyball and crosstown is you get to play each other twice.
Yeah.
So whoever loses this game is going to have revenge on their mind for 3 weeks. February 1st, they'll play over at the Jungle at Helena High. But as we've mentioned before, it's not must win, but this is a much needed win for both teams.
Also, winning at home in your final crosstown seems like a fun feel.
Oh, for sure.
Tevin Wetzel with it. He's going to look to get going here in the final frame with his team trailing by 5. Larson with the skip, and Meredith with the great hands intercepts it.
Such a dangerous pass.
Yeah, he had the right idea to look, but it gets stolen away. And the student sections are getting a little noisy here tonight. Almquist thought about squaring away. Larson catches it. Couple of receivers swinging it first. Now Cole Dodds, what a spin, but he can't get it to go. And now a foul, and that will be Meredith Sport. He did a great job in the third quarter staying out of foul trouble. Now does Coach Almquist trust him?
Yeah, he's going to get a breather.
Yeah, get a breather. He's been playing a lot. 7 minutes is a lot of time to stay foul-free, especially with how physical this one's been.
Well, and how physical he plays, too. I mean, he's such a smart player.
For sure. 6 in the AA for assists per game. Great moving the ball around. Capital's going to stay in their zone. Lieberg gets hit in the corner. This is big, and it's all net.
Big shot there for Jackson Lieberg. Pulls him within 2 with 7 minutes to go. I mean, this is settle in for a battle.
Yeah, hold on to your seats maybe. Not quite your butts yet. Well, hold on to your seats. Brenton Belzer for 3. Can't get the answer, but it'll bounce back. Almquist team gets a much-needed offensive rebound. A spin move by Mahelish, and he can't get it to go, and now Mello's got it in transition. Look out, he can turn the Jets on. Instead, it's going to be Lieberg, and he wants to shoot. You can just kind of see the look in his eyes. Almquist keeping an eye on him. Mello drives, used that speed foul, and one! Manu Melo! Man, is he fun to watch.
Well, one thing I've noticed is since that first quarter, Dylan Almquist has been very quiet on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
His shot, he missed the first couple, and he hasn't really felt that confidence, but that's a great take by Mello. Off balance and still got it to drop, and a chance for Helena High to take the lead if you're a Bengals fan.
Lieberg going to head to the bench now, get a breather before the final stretch, and Mello, a guy who didn't play a lot in the first half, he's been able to, maybe come off the bench a little cold and still play well for this Bengals team. A big free throw, and they still can't take the lead. We're still at a stalemate here in the Bears Den. Cole Dawes brings it down. He told me this week this game means the world to him. He grew up watching Crosstown like many of these guys did. Almquist finds Dawes. He
great fake.
Gets fouled.
Great fake. 2 guys coming over from the top, and he knew they were coming. He could feel them and hear them, and that was a great pump fake. I know he'd like to have a chance for a 3-point play, but look at that. Just court awareness of where you're at in the game.
Yeah, good thing they tied their shoes tight, because he almost got them out of their sneakers there. First free throw on the way, and Capital retakes the lead. They've had all game and never trailed.
We've had 2 ties, but no lead changes.
And Helena High, credit to them for staying close, and that's sometimes the worst place to be. Sometimes just always have a close lead, because you get to the end of the game, and all of a sudden it's like, wait, we're trailing now, but Capital's still holding on to it. It's better to be winning than losing. Dawes gets them both to go. Great free throw shooting from the big man. He loves to beat the Helena Bengals. Evan Wetzel with the ball at the top. 5:55 to go. Kyler Larson catches it in the deep corner. Mosnes has it, finds Melo. A little too far to the left, and a foul in the scrum down low.
Yeah, I think Toivonen, he's the benefit. Yeah, he got the call.
Yeah,
and that's what I thought. He was kind of holding on to the defender. He had good position, but he got a little handsy.
All right, that's Coach Almquist on the wrong side of the court to be begging his case, too. It's getting a little loud in here. Delcine drives. Tough shot. Won't go, and a foul at the end. Looked like Almquist ended up on the hardwood. They're going to call this one on the Bruins.
His third.
Delcine drove and took the contact. And you're saying they're going to call that on Almquist? Yeah, you're right. Looked like he got him on the backside, then got pushed at the end. First free throw is good for Delcine.
Lieberg back in, so he got a quick 10-second breather.
When you're as good as him, you don't get a lot of time to hang out on the bench.
No, that's usually what coaches will say.
Yeah.
Get a quick drink, you're going right back in.
Maybe don't sit down. Delcine looking to go 2 of 2. And he will. We're back to a tie ball game. Mono. Back and forth. The Bruins looking to take back the lead that's been theirs all day. Belzer being guarded by Wetzel. Almquist now to Dawes. Almquist has it in the corner, 13 on the shot clock. Lieberg all over him. A tall task. 9 seconds, he gets the switch. Now swing at the Belzer. They're looking at Dawes, and Lieberg wrapped around him, and Dawes clapping a little bit. He says, let's go, boys.
Yeah, that was pass interference there by Lieberg. He had the front arm out.
That's a good way to put it.
Good, but the right arm was wrapped around the waist of Dawes.
Only one on Lieberg, no worries there. Cole Dawes, he plays with energy. I got a great clip of him at the end of Crosstown last year as Manu Melo with a great play, steals it and saves it. The Bengals are looking to take their first lead of the day.
That was a great play by Melo, and that speed really paid off.
Wetzel thinking about it. He hasn't scored in a little bit. He'll cross over, step back. One-on-one against Toivonen. Now Lieberg on the smaller Quinn. He'll get the switch to Toivonen. Delcine over the top of Dawes. Oh, let's go! Wow. And timeout, Helena Capital. Caden Delcine stepped into some big shoes, drills a three, and the Bengals lead.
That was a fantastic shot over Dawes, and that's not an easy task. I mean, Capital did everything right defensively. They switched, they played unbelievable defense, and just a better shot by Delcine there.
Yeah, over the top of 6'5", Cole Dawes, and that was one of those. He just had it in his hands, thought about it, and says, hey, why not let it fly?
Well, now let's see how Capital responds after trailing now for the first time tonight. They've been outscored a ton since the start of the second quarter when they were down or up 18-5. But how do they respond with you've got a new team, they're experienced, they've played together, so that hey, we don't know what the team's like is out of, they played 7 or 8 games, they're out of, that's off the mark. But Coach Almquist is so good at getting players to respond. Now, if you're Helena High and Brandon Day, you just got the lead for the first time. Don't take it for granted. Don't settle in. Keep doing what you've been doing because you've been forcing turnovers and errant shots, which has led to this comeback and now the lead.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it any better. Helena High, veteran coach with Almquist on the other bench. Brandon Day's got to make sure his guys don't ride that momentum too much. Settle down, play some defense. The Bengals looking for 3 in a row over their crosstown rivals. Kyler Meredith gets it to Belzer. Has Almquist open in the corner. He'll take a 3, and this one rims out. Dane Quinn with the rebound. He can't get it to go, and a great rebound by Tyler Larson.
Yeah, he just out-muscled Dawes for that one.
Wetzel moving quickly. He is shifty. Wow. He'll draw the foul on Quinn. The best thing he did there was stay in front of him.
Helena High now is going to shoot free throws the rest of the game because that's the 15th team foul on Capital here in the fourth quarter. Helena High with just 2.
And that really suits Wetzel's play style. He really kind of is good at drawing contact. Big free throws here to make it 2 possession. Wetzel, first one is up and good. This kid, Tevin Wetzel, as a sophomore, he hit a last-second shot to end the Capital's 7-game win streak over his Helena High Bengals. He knows how to make plays as an underclassman. As an upperclassman, he goes to the line and makes them both. 41-36 lead for the Helena High Bengals on the road, but in the same town. Meredith kicks it to Almquist. He's going to look to see if he can get the ball to Dawes. They deny it. They'll swing it around. Belzer, now this time he'll get it to Dawes. Kicks it out. Merrick Mahelish. Go in and out. Almost set this gym in a frenzy. Now Kyler Larson's got the ball in transition.
Now if you're Helena High, keep playing how you've been playing. Don't slow things down. Yep. Don't get too fancy and try to kill too much time. Just stay how you've been playing.
And now a man defense from Capital. They were in a zone for most of it. Delcine, great pass. Jackson Lieberg tried to take the house down, but it's too strong.
Just take the layup. Just take the layup.
Jason's not like, no, yeah. He tried to end it all. He tried to send this place into a madhouse.
No, I get it.
I get it.
If you're athletic enough to do it.
Let's take a quick replay as Capital takes the ball up. Oh, my, that would have been big. It's a little too strong on the dunk. Oh, man.
I get it. Just lay it off the glass, my buddy.
I tell you what a fundamental coach would say. Belzer drives. he can't get the floater to go. There's a lid on the rim for the Bruins. Now Lieberg, a chance for redemption.
Well, and Helena High's been doing a great job limiting Capital to just one and done.
Great rebounding, as you talked about. Delcine, what a move. Rolls, and he traveled.
Yeah.
And he also got blocked by Cole Dawes, and Coach Day, he's letting him know. He wants to see him move the ball around.
Run the offense.
Yeah.
Don't get fancy. Timeout taken by Capital. They'll have 3 remaining.
Oh, man.
But if you're Capital, sorry, Jack. If you're Capital, don't panic.
Yeah.
You still got 3 minutes to play. You do not have to start firing up triples at this point in the ball game. It's a 5-point game. Just run what was successful for the first 3 quarters.
Yeah. The answer to the age-old question, do they need a 3 here, is no right now. Right now, it's a no.
You don't need the 3 unless you're down 3 with 2 seconds to go.
We do not need a 3 years.
No, just get it into Dawes. Obviously, your shooter's a struggle. Get it into Dawes.
Hard to say.
That's what I want to see on this possession. I want to see Capital with some ball movement. Be patient. Get it into Dawes. Let him go to work down low.
I got a lot of young, youthful guard energy. I know this ain't going to happen from Almquist. I like to see him let it fly here. I like the statement. Make it a 2-point game. Almquist will take it. Meredith, 4 fouls. Back in the ball game for the Brew Crew.
I mean, if you have the shot, obviously.
Yeah, let it fly. Well, they tried to
defense.
get it to Dawes, but Mosnes, he's got length. And it's getting loud in here. That's what you like if you're Coach Day. Hard to operate on offense. During Helena High's practice this week, they were playing with the speaker and crowd noise.
Yeah, they were trying to simulate how loud it would be in here tonight.
I was trying to do my stand-up. It distracted me, that's for sure.
Foul on Helena High.
I'll stay down there. Not quite in the bonus yet.
Aiden.
That'll be Larson's 3rd. And now Connor Toivonen will check in the game for the Bruins for Mihelic. Maybe get a guy who can play a little defense like Toivonen. Inbound coming here. It's going to be high. Dangerous. Belzer retains it. Full shot clock on the board with the foul. That'll be at 30 right now as Almquist takes it. Plenty of time to put your play that you can run or set into motion if you're Coach Almquist. 22 seconds. The student section's trying to make them think there's 3 seconds on the shot clock. Doesn't work. Almquist fakes, drives. He'll kick it out to Belzer. There's a 3, and it's too short.
They didn't have his feet set and rushed it a little bit. Not needed at that point.
They did not need a 3 here.
But good defense by Helena High. Forcing the long shot.
That's right. Great defense by Helena High. A big possession here. Tevin Wetzel on the island against Almquist. He'll fake to Lieberg. He's still got a one-on-one. Tough drive. Now he'll finally pick up his dribble. Lieberg with it. Lieberg drives. Hop, step, drive. Veteran play. He can't get to go, and Dawes gets the rebound. He's getting attacked down there, and they'll finally draw a foul.
Yeah, that was a silly foul there on Larson.
Yeah, just trying to go a little too hard, and they'll take this one to the other end and shoot one-on-ones. Coach Almquist, oh, never mind. I spoke too soon. Dawes just walked to the other end because he plays post down there. But, yeah, Larson was looking for the ball. They got a foul. They don't have any more fouls to give. Next one's in bonus. 1:34 to go. Capital trying to bring it back in their own house. What a save. Meredith gets it. He smokes the layup.
Well, Toivonen kept that ball alive.
Still alive. And Capital just can't get that soft touch around the rim or from three-point range. Almquist looking for a shot. Can't find one. Belzer this time. He can't get it to go. Dawes doing the dirty work. Almquist can't get it. This one will be finally rebounded by Helena High. More great defense from the Bengals.
Yeah, I think Capital has panicked itself here a little bit. They've taken some unawkward threes, and Helena High doing the smart thing now with a minute to go. Slow things down, make them play defense, work that shot clock, get to the line if you can.
We're under a minute. Bengals looking for a dagger. Tevin Wetzel. They're going to run motion. A pass to Mosses. He's blocked by Dawes. And this is going to be a jump ball. No, Wetzel gets it in the corner. His three's off. Rebounded.
That was not a shot that Wetzel needed to take there.
He's stolen by Lieberg at midcourt. He's going the other way. Euro step. Is it going to count? Shots off. Shots off.
Well, the foul came 2 steps before the shot.
And that was a real tough tough situation for Almquist and the crew. 29 seconds left in the ball game, no shot clock.
Great steal by Lieberg.
Yeah, I was going to say, Lieberg, he played defensive back for Helena High. He saw that one coming. Coach Day telling his guys to settle down, but what a block by Dawes.
Yes.
What a rebound, and then a turnover. Lieberg, big free throws. He makes the first. Has taken 106 shots this year coming into the game. 76% from free throw, and we got a timeout. Well, some fans are headed to the exits a little bit early.
The Capital fans are a little stunned right now. I mean, they led this game 18-5 after the first quarter. And give all the credit to Helena High. They keep battling, but it's not over. 6-point game. Now you still don't need the three, but you're going to want to score in a hurry.
Yeah.
And it's going to depend on the free throw, but Coach Almquist is going to have a play drawn up offensively, make or miss, and something on the defensive end too.
Yeah, and I talked about it. It's nice to lead the whole game, but if it's a narrow lead, that can get scary down the stretch, and that's what happened. So Jason Walker, 42-36 lead, 29 seconds in the ball game. Do the Capital Bruins need a three-pointer here?
No, they don't. They just need to score in a hurry.
Okay, we're still looking for a two.
Because you have 2 timeouts. You don't have to fire up threes, especially if you're not in a good shooting position.
They need points. They need them fast. Almquist, an extended timeout. He's really drilling into his guys what he wants. Lieberg made the first part of his free throws, and then a timeout to ice him. Veteran coach's move. We'll see if it pays off.
Well, do a little, what I want to see is some penetration, kick out for an open three, or wrap around to Dawes.
And a second free throw's good. Jackson Lieberg, big shots from the charity stripe. Now Almquist, shot clock off. 24 seconds left.
Got to score.
Belzer.
There it is.
Throws it to Dawes. He can't handle it. And it's going the other way.
That was good defense, and they did a switch up. Helena High did defensively. They fronted Dawes that time.
A hard pass to catch. Quinn and Larson sub in. 19 seconds to go. Helena High, they about have this one sealed. They just got to play smart here. Coach Day looking to make it 3 in a row. An inbound pass to Kyler Larson. He's fouled by Almquist. A quick foul there, and that'll send Kyler Larson on the line. Well, a lot of guards on the floor. Kyler Larson, not exactly a guard, so maybe not the worst foul.
Now you got to go down and score quick. Now you've got to...
Yeah. No turnovers. Larson, first free throw's good. A big shot from the guy they call K-Man. 44-36. Now the offensive guys sub back in. Belzer and Mihelish.
Extend this game if you're Capital. Now you just start fouling on defense. Be smart on offense. Go quick.
Larson rattles in and out, but they're going to call a lane violation anyway.
He jumped over way too quick.
He knew it wasn't going in. He wanted to get his rebound. Well,
got to go in a hurry.
17 seconds to go. Almquist looking to do that. Dawes sets a screen for him. 12 seconds. Almquist drives. He turns it over. Jackson Lieberg with it. Belzer's going to foul him, and Helena High is going to make it 3 in a row over their crosstown rivals. Kevin Wetzel heads to the bench. He's high-fiving his guys. And what a win. The Bengals, girls and boys, are going to come into the Bears Den and sweep the Bruins, Jason.
Yeah, I'm impressed by the play of all 4 teams tonight. The Capital girls fell behind big, didn't give up. Got it to within single digits late. The boys led this one throughout until the 4:40 mark when Helena High took its first lead. But give credit to the coaches and the players from both boys and girls teams tonight. This has been a fun environment.
Yeah. Great game as a step back from Almquist. Won't go 2 seconds, 1 second, and it'll end up in the hands of Kevin Wetzel. Helena High wins over their crosstown rivals on the road. Some of the students are coming onto the floor. What a win.
Helena High outscored Capital in the final 3 quarters, 41-18.
41-18. Surgical down to the wire for Coach Day and his Bengals. We'll be right back with a recap here in the Bears Den.
My message?
When the Montana winter blankets the flathead, Corwin Motors Kalispell ensures you're ready to take on the snow. Choose from our selection of 4x4s and SUVs, all equipped for your winter adventures and safety. Visit us today and conquer winter roads with the perfect vehicle for your needs. Corwin, family driven for over 100 years, through every season.
GMC, we are professional grade.
Currently, C's can lease a GMC Sierra 1500 Elevation with a TurboMax engine for $495 per month for 36 months with $34.95 due at signing.
Hey, does your checking pay you for using your debit card?
Like I should.
Does it turn your purchases into cash rewards with nationwide ATMs that pay you back every month you qualify? With no monthly maintenance fees ever? Huh. Bummer. Maybe it should. Powerful checking for more powerful moments. Ask for Kasasa Cash back. It's our superpower.
Not Dead Yet is back February 7th on ABC. And yes, I'm still single.
Whoa.
Huh? Still hungover. Still talking to ghosts.
Whoa, what was that?
Who are you?
I'm your boss's boss. You hungover?
Huh?
You talking to ghosts?
Me?
Yeah, you. Who are you talking to?
Nobody. Show me your colors.
Come on down to Outdoor Man,
When do I get to shoot the crossbows?
where breaking the rules rules.
So you're 13, I don't even think it's legal. So we should do it after lunch.
Our camping department is intense.
Set it up in 30 seconds flat. And take it down even faster.
And we're always family friendly.
He's adorable. Listen, we found a bear cub in here.
Been nice knowing you, Baxter.
Outdoor Man is open for business on Last Man Standing.
Weekdays at 4 on Nonstop Local Fox.
Back to Capitol High School, where the Bruins fall to Helena High 46-36. How about Kevin Wetzel, our player of the game, the kid from Jefferson Elementary, hurt his knee in football, didn't know if he was going to play basketball this year. He only missed a couple games and was on a roll tonight.
Yeah, he definitely was. He came in fired up, ready to go, hit a couple of big threes, but his leadership out there is really what helped Helena High, and overall as a team just played fantastic basketball. That's a big win for the Bengals to come into the Bears Den and beat a very good Bruins squad. Credit to the Bruins for doing extremely well, too. And I have to give credit real quick to our guys. Matt, Cody, Kevin, Mason, Mitch, Selby, Justin, Dave, and Bill. Great job by our SWX crew tonight.
Yeah, they held us down all night. Some phenomenal replays, some phenomenal sequences, and 2 Helena High wins. From Helena, I'm Jack Marshall, Jason Walker. Have a great night.